Fifi show. We gonna have a great show tonight. Like we just have to have a great show tonight. I don't know what's been going on with this YouTube, but we're gonna have a great show tonight. We are gonna have an amazing show. So, for those of you who are new to us tonight, we are the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show. We're a dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. On our channel, we discuss all things love, life, relationships, and pop culture from both the millennial perspective, myself, Sam, Nicole, and the Gen X perspective, my beautiful mother, Fifi. We like to go live usually every Thursday, Saturday night around 7 p.m. ish. Heavy on the ish. So if you like our channel, you like what we stand for, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Before our live got interrupted, technical difficulties, Fifi was telling y'all to please subscribe to her channel.
Is they still in there?
Yeah, people are coming in. Hey, Miss MJ. Hey,
okay,
Toya.
okay, everybody's here. Yes, I was telling everybody to subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, can anybody else hear echo? We don't hear echo, but let us know if y'all hear echo as well. Toya says she hears the echo. But go ahead.
Let me make sure. So
hey,
make
Queen
sure
Lily. Can y'all hear us without an echo? Is anybody else hearing the echo? Let us know. Let us know. No echo. Miss MJ said no echo. Okay.
Okay, so make sure you all go over there and subscribe to my channel. It's called It's Fee. You will not see her over there like I said before. The channel is all about me. I just dropped a video. I drop my videos on Sundays and Wednesdays. I just dropped my video on some of my favorites, just some things that I've been loving over there. I also do spend the days with me. I do daily vlogs. I do chit chats. My next vlog will be about my fall decor. How I minimize my fall decor into a small space from having fall decor in a 4-bedroom house, and how I was able to minimize and, you know, bring fall decor in a small place. So that's my next video. I have a lot of videos over there, y'all. Go over there and watch my videos. Subscribe to the channel. I'm at 100. Y'all got me to 100. I really hadn't been over there because I've been focusing over here, so I really hadn't been over there on my channel. But I said, well, let me go back over there and give my channel some love too. So if you all are interested in what a Gen X is doing, and if you all want to have some Gen X interaction, chit chat, 50 plus. Now I'm not boring because I get out and I do things and I take y'all around the city. So it's not boring over there. I do things over there. I just don't have, you know, sit down talks. I am out and about and doing things. So go over there and make sure you subscribe to that channel. It's called It's Fee, IT''S, Fee in all caps. And I appreciate everybody that has subscribed and show me love over there. I want to be able to go live over there. So when I'm out in different functions, I can turn my camera on and we can have a live interaction over there as well as on this channel. So thank you.
Yes, and it's Fee. We also have the link to her channel in the community tab. If you want to follow her channel and subscribe, please do so. Go to our community tab, click the link to her channel and subscribe. Thank you so much in advance. And again, we got to give a sweet shout out to our girl, our good sis Toya. She just recently got married. We wish you many, many years, an eternity of love, prosperity, happiness, good sex, and just all around peace.
May God bless your covenant of marriage.
Absolutely.
May it be fireproof.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Okay. So disclaimers, we gotta say it again. Everything we're gonna say tonight is allegedly. Everything we're gonna say tonight is allegedly. Secondly, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Again, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay, boom. Now that we got that out the way, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all, the trolls in the chat, please double tap the screen. Please like the video. For all the people who are going to be catching the replay, please click the like button down below. Please hit the like button, okay? Please subscribe. Please hit the like button, trolls. That's the least y'all could do, okay? All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about Nesto grooming Sonya on this April of 2023 phone calls. Shout out to Shay from Phone Calls in Prison.
It was an oldie, but it was a goodie.
She brought us some oldies, but some goodies, some throwbacks.
Yes, yes.
And they did not disappoint.
Did not disappoint. Because Nesto was on one. And I just want to say, I hope y'all heard what Nesto said in this video. He said, them folk knew what I was doing, but they chose to turn their head and act like it wasn't happening. Now, people got mad at me when I said Shirley wasn't the victim and she knew what was going on.
Hey, Queen.
People got mad at me. Shirley a victim. Y'all stop talking about Shirley. She didn't know.
We've been going back and forth for the last year
about that. Nesto said them folk knew what I was doing and what I was up to. They chose to turn their head and act like it wasn't happening. She was not a victim. He said she knew what was up. She knew what I was about. She chose to turn her head like I said.
Shirley said, just don't bring me nothing back and don't have nobody coming to me as a woman. You do what you do. Some nights I don't want to.
And he pretty much said they wasn't having sex.
Because some nights you just don't want to. You just don't want it.
Okay, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what Nesto said?
Yeah, it's the call that I think Shay dropped yesterday or today, Toya. Yesterday, yeah. Miss MJ said he told her he was a gangster and all that entail. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He said he broke it down to Shirley.
Yeah.
And he was doing the same to Sonya to let her decide if she can handle it or not.
And he was doing the same thing to her. He was doing the same. He was letting Sonya know.
These are the procedures.
This is what's up with me. Now, if you want to go out there and if you want to marry somebody and you don't want to be down with me, you know, I ain't going to get mad. You go out there. But I'm telling you what type of man I am and what's in store for you when you with me. And what my other woman has experienced. She chose to turn her head. Now, it's on you what you do.
Yes, standard operating procedures.
Exactly.
It's SOP. Yes.
Exactly.
And he asked her, he said, this ain't no sense. That was
right.
That was the highlight of the call. So let's just go ahead and jump into the meat and potatoes of the call, okay? Let me see. Hey, Queen Lily. Queen Lily said apparently he wasn't good in bed. Well, for Sonya he was. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of that call, okay? He basically told her, look, let's take a time out.
Be careful, Queen. She said she was driving. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's take a time out. He said, let's talk like on some friends. Let's not talk like we in a relationship, lovey-dovey type stuff. Let's talk on some real. Can you handle the fact if, you know, there may be times in your marriage, if you ready for marriage, and there may be times where you may not want to perform fellatio on your husband. You may not want to cowgirl or ride it like a rodeo. Excuse my French. Are you okay with your man going to somebody else? Are you okay and secure enough in who you are and real enough with who you are as a woman to say, hey, baby, go ahead and go to this other woman and allow her to perform fellatio on you because I don't feel like it. I know you have needs. Go ahead and get with somebody else to take care of that. Are you okay with that? Okay? Take your emotions out. Take the lovey-dovey. This is some real stuff. This is real life. Because what he said, because we grown. And Sonya said, well, some men don't. I know some men, they don't cheat at all. They don't do none of that. They don't even think about it. He said, well, that's because they not always telling the truth and they're not always grown about it. But he's saying, if I'm letting you know what's up and what my needs are Are you okay with it? We having a real, mature, adult conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Can you handle your man doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And basically saying a lot of women can't handle that, and a lot of men don't feel comfortable being honest about it.
Yeah.
It's basically what he was trying to say in a nutshell. And, you know, he basically letting her know, like, this is what it is if you're going to deal with me. And she was like, she could handle it. She said she could handle it.
She said she can handle it.
She can handle it. If he needs to step out from time to time, if she may not want to do it, you know, she may not be in the mood, is she okay with him going elsewhere from time to time? And I just want to pose that question to you all in the chat, and to you all who will be watching the replay. Are you okay with your partner stepping out and having other partners in the event you are not able to engage in intimate activities with them for whatever reason? It could be you are sick, God forbid you have cancer, or you just don't feel like it. Is that something you would be amenable to? And that's basically what he was asking her and testing her to see where her head is at. Mm-hmm. And she failed that test. Mm-hmm. She failed that test.
Mm-hmm. Sonya was down with anything he said.
Hey, Trusting My Destiny. Hey, Simply Morgans. Miss MJ said, nope, not in this lifetime.
Exactly.
And like a true pimp, he tried to bring the topic up like he's intellectualizing it. Like he's just speaking to her on some real life stuff. Katie said, not it, period.
And he was really talking to her. You know, he was really trying to see where
he was being raw and uncut.
He pretty much told her everything that if you listen to what he was saying, he was pretty much telling her how the situation was with him and Shirley. Shirley don't like to do what I like to do. She know what I do. She know I'm out here with these toys, these dildos. He talked about the dildo and the toys.
How he found the other ex playing with
it. He talked about all that. Shirley knew what I'm got going on out here. Shirley know what's up. She knew what's up. But she chose to turn her head. He said that. And act like nothing didn't happen. That's what he said, y'all. And when and I don't think that's gonna be the last time we gonna hear him talk about Shirley. Shirley act like Shirley turned her head. He gonna say Shirley turned her head to some other stuff. Allegedly. He gonna allegedly say Shirley knew some other stuff but turned her head. Wait till they get to court. Y'all hear how he was throwing Shirley up under the bus to make himself look good for his wrongs, to make it look right? She know what I do.
Them folk know. You understand what I'm saying to you? You understand what I'm saying? Them folk know.
Them folk know what's up. Them folk know I'm out here doing me.
Like we have an unspoken open marriage.
Yeah. Everybody was trying to act like, oh, poor Shirley. Shirley knew.
She just didn't want us to know.
She just didn't want us to know.
And that's her prerogative. She don't owe us nothing. Let me see.
She don't owe us nothing. That's her ex-husband now.
Trusting My Destiny said something real interesting. I wonder if he bought new toys or used the same toys on everyone. Knowing him, it was probably the same toys. He probably just used some ethanol, alcohol, if that, or some baby wipes, and just kept it moving. Yeah, knowing him, probably just some baby wipes, and just used it on the next girl.
Yep.
Sonya said, then why marry someone who doesn't do what you like? He knew that prior to marrying her. And I want to build on that, Toya, because Sonya said that. Sonya said during the call, that's why you should, it's important that if you like sex, you should marry somebody that also likes sex. If you don't like having sex, you shouldn't marry somebody that don't like sex. Right. And so that's the point that Sonya brought up, Toya. Like, why would you get with somebody that don't like to have sex and you like to have sex? And on top of that, they don't like to have sex the way you like to have sex. So why would you do that? But we know that he didn't marry Shirley for the sex, obviously. He married Shirley for the connections He married Shirley for the clout, for the provisions. It was a business. It was a business marriage. It wasn't about sex and intimacy. It was about how they could help each other, how they could build together.
Right.
He was more so on that like power couple.
Right.
He wasn't marrying her because he like, she got that bedroom boom, that bedroom knocking, that ooh wait. She put that power on me. You know what I'm saying? It was for her business, not her booty. Okay, so that's why. But Sonya brought that up. She's like, why would you marry somebody and they're not as sexual as you? If you know that's a big deal to you, then why get with somebody that doesn't prioritize sex the same way you do? And that's a big problem in a lot of relationships. That's a huge problem, where it could be either the man that wants more sex and the woman doesn't, or vice versa, or the man's sex is not as good as he thinks it is, and the woman may not want to have sex.
And it has a lot to do with age. And you know what? That's something I'm gonna talk about on my channel. I'm gonna talk about that, the sex when you get a certain age, and how it affects women and how it affects men, as far as the Gen X perspective. I'm gonna talk about that over there on the Sam in the Cup. Over, not on this channel, but over on SV.
And you know what? To give Shirley the benefit of the doubt, he may have thought he was putting it down in the rare occasions they did have sex, but it may not have been good to her. And every woman is different. Some women, they like it a certain kind of way.
It could be.
And for somebody that's freak nasty like Nesto, he probably wasn't trying to be prim and proper.
He probably pulled one of them toys out. Shirley said, "Oh no,
or try to do a different move." And Shirley was like, "Oh, slow your roll, partner." She probably was like, "We're not doing that tonight."
What you do?
We're not doing that tonight, honey. You know I don't do that, honey. No, honey. Honey, now stop it. You know I don't like it like that. Come on, honey. Go slow. Be nice and slow with it, honey. And he probably want to get up in that thing, like, just all that wild stuff. And she probably like, keep it classy.
He said them folk
gentle.
He said them folk don't do all that.
Yeah, and he probably wanted to, and she like, be nice and slow. Give me some Teddy Pendergrass, Freddie Jackson, Isley Brothers. You don't need to be rough and trying to do all that kinky stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he may not have been speaking to her love box the way she wanted to be spoken to. Maybe she didn't feel all the way comfortable being wild with him. You just never know. But that's something that we don't talk enough about. I hear that a lot, how men complain they're not getting enough sex. But it's like, if you don't know what you're doing in that bedroom, or you don't know how to, you don't realize that foreplay starts at 9 a.m., not 9 p.m., then you're not going to get what you want. You know what I mean? You got to be warming that thing up all day to lead up to it. You know what I mean? So, I just think that's a conversation that definitely needs to be had, especially if you're going to get married to somebody or be in a long-term relationship with somebody. You do need to talk about, what do you like sexually? That's a real conversation. And basically that was what Ernesto was trying to do. He like, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Now, this is type of I am. He was like, you could date a corporate ninja, or you could date a street ninja, or a drug dealing ninja, or a ninja like me. Yeah, but if you with a corporate ninja, it's probably gonna go one way. But if you with a ninja like me, a gangster, it's gonna go like this. This is what I'm on. Okay, this is what I'm on, and this is what I like. And basically he was letting her know, like, can you keep up or not? Can you handle this? He basically letting her know so she don't feel like she going into the relationship blindsided or with her eyes closed. He was giving her the illusion that she was going in with her eyes wide open, even though we know that's not the case. He ain't telling her everything. But he definitely wanted to be transparent about that particular thing. Like, this is what I like. Can you meet my expectations? Can you handle being married? And it's almost like he was giving off, trying to intimate that a lot of times women don't understand men and what the expectations are in marriage. Like, women don't realize the man's needs in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And what all it takes to help keep him satisfied. Because he kept asking, are you sure you ready? Are you ready for marriage? Do you know what that entails? Are you ready? Like, do you really know what this is? This ain't no fairy tale ish. This is what it's gonna really be like, especially if you effing with somebody like me. And she's like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, girl, this man is a actual deviant. You ain't ready for what he into.
And he was trying to tell her.
You ain't ready for what he into, girl. He is a deviant. Let me see. Miss MJ said, ain't no darn way you would have me out in these streets as Shirley Strawberry and I can't have a place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Trust My Destiny said, cheating men often throw the wife under the bus to make the mistress feel more comfortable about cheating. Yeah, the same thing that Love and Marriage Huntsville reality TV star Martell Holt, Melanie Cherie, and Ariane Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Martell was cheating with Ariane Curry for 5 years before Melanie divorced him. And he was complaining to Ariane Curry about Melanie, his wife at the time, how she didn't want to perform fellatio on him and how sexually frustrated he was. And then come to find out, Melanie confirmed that she was performing that on her husband. And then later on down the line, Martell was like, well, I just grew up around men where it was taught that it was normal to have a wife and a girlfriend. So he made all those excuses about him not getting his needs met sexually to the young mistress when the whole time he was getting his needs met.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl had 4 of his babies. So that's a great point, Trusting My Destiny. Just trifling. Hey, Butterfly Empress. Hey. How you doing? Cass said, so he said Shirley knew and turned her head. Same ninja also said they were going upside his head. Now, really, which one is it? He was talking big and bad to Sonya, Cass. Like, them folk knew what it was. Like, them folk knew. He say, them folk know. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Oh, he said. Hey, Sanders RN23. What's up, girl?
Hey.
Cass said, Ninja been married 99 times. What is he really doing correctly? Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. She said, Shirley said, what, Sammy? No, dear. No, dear. Honey, no. Okay? You know, he probably come in that bedroom toys and trying to do different positions. And, you know, Shirley, like, calm down with all of that. And then Shirley, I mean, another reason why I think Shirley had some woman's intuition, that's probably why she didn't want to be as intimate with him too. Because if, come on, y'all know if you dealing with your partner and you feel like they stepping out, especially if y'all have a relationship under the guise of it being monogamous, you're not going to want to sleep with them as frequently. And you darn sure not going to want to have unprotected sex. So that's probably another reason too. Let me see. Katie said they are a microwave and we are a crock pot when it comes to arousal and getting turned on. Let's see. Toya said she really said she was okay with that. She is far gone as a woman. She said she would be okay with that. He asked her, like, this is what wifehood would entail with me. Are you ready for that? Katie said, hey, good evening. Both look amazing per usual. Love the hat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Miss MJ said, that's why Shirley didn't pay attention to the chat. When she got engaged, she accepted whatever his ish was.
Yep.
I think he probably gave Shirley an inkling of what it was to be with him, but not as much as he gave Sonya.
But I think he hid a lot too.
I think so too. He hid a lot. And in the beginning, going into the relationship, yes. He was a liar. And then the ninja had the nerve to lie yet again, talking about he don't mess with young girls because he don't want nobody going through his phone, questioning him, causing all that drama. I'm like, Ninja, majority of your victims were younger women. Allegedly. Just lying. And she's so done to him. Yeah, yeah, that's right. The younger women and the older women. I would have stopped him there and been like, but wasn't you dealing with younger women?
You know she wasn't gonna say that.
Like not thinking at all, not using no. She just not thinking at all.
Mm-mm.
Girl. Let me see. Toya said, I really can't stand Nesto. He is bottom of the barrel trash. Yes, he is. Let me see. Queen Lily said, a lot of men try a lot in bed to make up for what they lack. Right.
Right.
Miss MJ said, Shirley was that big house by herself. He was running women through the RV. Yeah, she was in that big house by herself. Toya said, so why stay? If she agrees to let him step out, why withhold sex and also stay in the marriage? I'm confused. I think it was more so her, if I had to guess, I think she just wanted the companionship. And like he said, to Sonya, if you didn't want to have sex with your man, would you be okay with him stepping out and getting his needs met elsewhere? And in a way, it was like an unspoken maybe rule, like, okay, I don't want to be intimate, so you go ahead. Just don't bring it to my door. Don't bring me nothing back.
And that's what him and Shirley had.
Let me see. So, But, okay, what did you think about him saying that Dre had $1 trillion voice? What did y'all think about that? And y'all double tap the screen. Hit the like button, y'all, please. Just double tap the screen. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button below.
I don't know about no.
Do y'all think
Dre got
$1 trillion voice? Like it's comparable to the Morgan Freeman?
Country as Dre is? Yeah.
Nesto told Sonya when he was describing Dre to her, he said he has $1 trillion voice, like comparable to Morgan Freeman. The Morgan Freeman? Everybody's saying no. So he said Drake has a what?
Exactly. He knew Sonya didn't know no better. He knew Sonya didn't know no better. When he said that, I was like, Dre? Dre got the hell on, though, didn't he?
He did.
Dre said, deuces.
A voice like God? I thought that was very interesting. But okay. I think he has like a bromance for Dre. He loved him some Dre. Let me see. Miss MJ said, I know a guy that has that set up with his wife. He used to date a girl at work, but he would tell you straight up he ain't leaving his wife. That would mess up his money. So basically he said it's cheaper to keep her. It's a smart man. It's a trifling man, but it's cheaper to keep her.
I know it's a lot of situations like that.
Interesting. Jacqueline J said, no, his voice is not all that. Toya said, man, stop. Yes, he did, Toya.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. What y'all think? Does Dre have a voice like God? $1 trillion voice? Is it comparable to Morgan Freeman? Cass said, Dre has a decent voice, better than Nesto's, but Nesto was just doing a whole lot of pimp talk. Yes, so we're going to go deeper into that. CC said, you have to consider the source. We're talking about Nesto saying it. Katie said, Nesto needs to have several seats. Toya said, Dre sounds more like Red Fox, but not the Morgan Freeman. Hey, Kelly, what's up? Miss MJ said, hell no. Katie said, no. Just Friday 88 said, no. Cross Country Cruiser, Dre, not at all. Simply Morgan said, Dre has a nice voice. Okay, but is it comparable to Morgan Freeman, Simply Morgan's? He does have a nice, he's got that deep baritone, stereotypical masculine voice, but is it comparable to Morgan Freeman? No, not in my opinion. But Nesto says it's $1 trillion voice. Speaking of $1 trillion, I want to move on and talk about Nesto doing rich-ish. When he said that everybody else pretty much isn't on the same page as him.
Right.
And he's trying to do rich-ish like Granddaddy used to do.
What was he talking about?
What was he talking about? Let me see. Miss MJ said, I could listen to James Earl Jones read the phone book. I could. Kelly said, doesn't compare to Morgan Freeman. Toya said it's okay, but nothing comparable to Morgan. Okay. What did y'all think about the rich-ish?
Nesto is delusional. He thought he was a trendsetter. He was Nesto. Nesto got a hold the combination of him being a scumbag and Shirley money really messed with Ernesto's head. He thought he could do big things. He thought that he could live a certain lifestyle. He actually thought that he was better than anybody in his circle.
The leader,
The leader.
the alpha of the group,
Right.
leader of
And
the
he
pack.
still thinks that now. If you I'm not using that on my face. I'm not drinking that water. I'm not eating that food. Ninja, you down there at the Cobb County Detention Center.
With them ninjas yelling and screaming and
In
arguing
the,
in the
background and
Ghetto.
cussing. What other options do you have, Ernesto? You not out on these streets no more. You don't have Shirley's money. He's delusional. He is in the head. I'm just gonna say it. That man is in the head. He literally thought he was better than anybody and smarter and had the master plan to everything, to every opportunity. Nesto thought he had the blueprint to every opportunity to make money, whether it was making it honestly or scamming or pimping. He thought he or pimping. He thought he had the master plan for it all. So that was his thing about doing rich. Because he was out here scheming his next, what's going to be my next scheme? What's going to be my next move to get over? Who I'm going to scheme next? Who I'm going to con next? Who I'm going to prey on next?
Mm-hmm.
That was his thing. That was his thing, y'all.
When he said he was gonna do rich-ish like Granddaddy did back in the day,
Granddaddy, I don't know about his granddaddy, but my granddaddy's worked.
legit.
Legit. In the steel mills. Both of my granddaddies worked. So I don't know what he was talking about.
I guess he was trying to say doing rich-ish like Granddaddy, like building a legacy, and he was frustrated that Lamont and Dion and Dre and them didn't believe in him anymore and couldn't see the vision and couldn't get on the same accord as him and couldn't be consistent and sticking by his side and helping him and seeing that how great he is and how he's destined to do great things in life, and that his situation is just temporary, and that he's thinking bigger. He's thinking, he's looking at, the big picture, and he on his rich-ish like Granddaddy, like building a legacy, doing big things in life, and that they can't see the vision. They can't get on the same accord.
Like
as
he a
him
matriarch.
and the patriarch.
Patriarch.
Because he's a male. So
Patriarch.
He's the patriarch. He's the leader of the pack in his mind. And if they could just get on the same accord as him, they could really get this rich-ish and build. But they not believing in him, and they not seeing the
They ain't
vision.
seeing the
vision.
And they not getting with the program
They
on that
distracted.
scheme and
Yes.
he in the head, y'all. He's still in the head. Any ninja that's sitting in jail talking about I ain't eating this, I ain't doing, and you ain't got, it ain't looking like you gonna get out no time soon. You still in there talking about what you ain't gonna do in there, what you ain't this and what you ain't that. Like you got other options. What are your other options? What are your other options? I'm telling you.
So I think that's what he meant by rich-ish Granddaddy. Like, when I get out of this situation, I got big plans, and it's gonna make us on some rich-ish.
And her little dumb behind. What is all that moaning and groaning and all that
That's what he asked
squealing?
her. He was like, "Are you hurting or something?"
What is all like she got a big booty and thick and fine. She be moaning like she big and sexy and voluptuous.
So
and got hips.
So you gotta have hips to moan?
The moan like that, you gotta have something to throw in a circle. She got like she throwing that thing in a circle and dropping it. Then she give him a little.
So you can't be petite and demure and not moan. Just cause you got a big booty, you want to shame the girl.
I ain't shaming her. But like somebody said, them jean shorts she had on, she could fit them twice.
That was hilarious.
Them jean shorts Sonya had on, she could fit them twice. Somebody put in her comments she could fit them twice. But she be moaning and groaning like she big booty sound, like she big booty Judy. She be moaning and groaning like she got something to put on Nesto. That's why he said, "What is wrong with you?"
Well, he did tell her he didn't know about her wearing them shorts out in public.
Well,
He was gonna be jealous. So now we know, which we were able to, make a speculation and pretty much put two and two together. She wore the shorts to court. Excuse me. She wore her shorts to court
for him. Cause
he said she wasn't allowed to wear the shorts at first because he was gonna be jealous.
And looked like she could have put them on and buttoned them and then wrapped them around again and buttoned them up again.
Right. Right. Okay.
She could fit them twice.
Okay. So she had the permission.
So that was for him.
That was for her man.
That was for her man.
It's not for us.
And
it's
baby,
for her man.
when I tell you she was walking down in front of the courthouse like she was big booty Judy with them shorts on, you would have thought her booty cheeks was hanging out of them shorts.
Baby, like that ass was peeking, that peekaboo booty at the end. You know when you got ass, you had that little peekaboo booty in your short.
Them things wasn't hitting her behind nowhere. It wasn't even touching her behind.
But I like how she was walking like it was. I like that.
Hey, walking like she bow-legged. You know, like she thick and bow-legged.
I like the confidence.
Like she a stallion.
I know that's right. You know who she walked like? And I ain't being messy. She walked like Monica. You know how Monica be walking like she got a big old booty? Monica pretty as hell in the face, but she ain't got no ass. She's straight up and down. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh, boy.
But that's who she walked like. She walked like Monica.
Walk like she thick, baby.
Monica walked like she thick. Monica walked like that. Monica
like she sitting
gorgeous.
She walked like she sitting on 4 poles. Like she sitting on a heavy Chevy.
That's how Monica walked.
Walk like she sitting on a
That's how Chevy. Like she dragging that wagon. Like she dragging that wagon. And I'm here for the confidence. Delusional. Sometimes you gotta be delusional in life.
And so that's why she moaning and groaning at him. Because she want him to,
That's sex appeal.
Daddy, I love you.
Yeah,
I
daddy.
love you, Daddy.
That's her daddy. He raising her like Monique. He raising her. That's her daddy.
Baby.
He more of a daddy to her than Chuck ever was. Let her tell it. That's her daddy.
Yeah. When I tell you, all that moaning and groaning,
She said that's her daddy.
It gets on his nerves.
I'm calling you daddy. Daddy, can you be my daddy? That's her daddy, period.
It gets on his nerves.
Yes.
He be tired of it.
It makes him uncomfortable.
And then he went on to tell her.
But the pictures don't.
Look now. You gonna have to get out this 90s shit. He said, look. We ain't in the goddamn 90s no more. Now I know your little ass had a good time back in the 90s. Cause you had a little extra 5 pounds on your ass. But we ain't in the 90s no more, okay? See, people in progress, and you still back in the 90s. So you gonna have to come out the 90s if you want to be with me, cause I'm progressive. I'm out here doing big scams in 2024.
We
Yes, you can see back in the 90s. That's that little shit. I'm doing big things, big things.
big dog.
Big dog.
Big dog.
So you gonna have to come on with me.
Get out that 90s.
Get out that 90s. He was sick of her talking about that 90s.
I died. When I heard him say that, y'all, we hollered. We had to rewind it and play it back. He told her, get the out the 90s. Stop talking about the real estate deals you had in the 90s. Focus on what you
that
got.
Shit don't exist no more.
It don't exist. It's dust. Come to the present day and let's talk about what you're doing in the 2020s. What are you accomplishing in the 2020s? I've heard about the real estate deals in the 90s. I've heard about all you've accomplished in the 90s. But let's focus on what's going on in the 2020s.
When I tell you Shay from Phone Calls from Prison, she dropped, it's an oldie but goodie. It was a lot of nuggets in this phone call, y'all. Stuff that we've been saying. Shay was like, let me get the girls a little something.
A little refresher.
Yeah.
Let me remind the girls.
Thank you, Shay.
Come up on out that 90s. Let me hear about what you're doing in the present day. What business plans that you have going on, pending plans that you have going on. What are you trying to accomplish next? I heard about what you did in the 90s. Tell me what you're doing now.
I'm tired of hearing it.
I'm tired of hearing it.
You need to move on. We're in the present.
Yes.
You gotta leave the 90s alone. Leave them outfits alone. Leave that ponytail alone. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Okay? Nesto said he don't want to hear about them 90s no more. She stuck in the 90s because she thought she had it going on in the 90s. She thought she was a little thicker. She thought she had a little more money. You know, and she probably was out there doing her criminal activities, allegedly, and all of that. So she thought she had it going on. She was gangsta boo in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. That was her era.
That was her era.
In her mind, she was the 90s it's girl. That's where she thrived. That's where women like her were at the forefront.
Yep.
That's when the height of their time. That was her era. She was that girl during that time.
He let her have it about that 90s. I was so glad when he told her, girl, I'm tired of hearing about that.
Move on.
And then another thing, just to show you how her low self-esteem. Why in the world would you ask a man, baby, what's wrong with me?
Yes.
Baby, what you think? Baby, you think I'm a... You don't never... If the ninja don't accept you for who you are and what you bring,
Fuck them.
deuces, I am who I am. We give these men too much. Hell, there's some stuff I don't like. If anything, they need to be asking me, baby, what you don't like about me. She said, what you don't like about me? Tell me some stuff I can improve on.
Because I just want to know what I can work on. So I always ask people, like, what's wrong with me? What do they think that's wrong with me? You know, tell me 2 things that you think that's wrong with me. Because I always want to improve.
She said
and 2. I just want to know what's wrong. So 1, got the 90s. And 2, stop over talking people. Let people talk. You over talk people. You got to stop doing. And then after he broke down with the 2 things where he said, well, I'm going to get back with you and let you know a few other things. I'm going to do yours. I'm going to get back with you and let you know a few other things you can work on. Basically letting that hoe know you on a PIP. You on a PIP. Anybody who are HR professionals, all my HR men and women, performance improvement plan.
He said, I'm going to give you these 2 right now.
And then I'm going to circle back and let you know what else you can work. I'm going to get back with you.
Y'all, we cannot make this shit.
The performance improvement plan, the PIP.
Yeah, this
all
is
my HR girlies know what that is.
This is not a Tubi movie. This is real life shit. We dealing with this situation. question. This woman say, tell me. He said, I'm going to give you 2 now. And you marinate and improve on those 2. And then we're going to come back and revisit. And then I'm gonna let you know what else you can improve.
Right,
on.
y'all know how it be when y'all get in trouble with y'all supervisor and they put y'all on the pip. Y'all meet, y'all had a one-on-one. She send you the one-on-one on Teams, and she go through what you need to work on. And then y'all set a date. Okay, we're gonna touch bases again in 2 weeks or a month or 2 months or 3 months, and evaluate where you're at that standpoint once we meet again. And that's basically what he was letting her know.
Cause in 2 weeks I'm gonna turn in my damn notice.
And you done that before too. She's speaking fast. She done did this in real life.
Not me.
We won't be here for the follow-up meeting. We won't be continuing this PIP evaluation or assessment.
On the PIP.
I'm out. You don't have to worry about my performance, baby. You don't have to worry about my performance. I don't need to improve nothing, baby. Ain't no plan.
Come on, I'm gonna show you how
Ain't no plan to improve.
I'm gonna get the hell on.
Okay.
That's why I went to school.
I ain't gotta put up with it, baby. I got 3 degrees, baby. I ain't gotta put up with this.
As a matter of fact, y'all go out there and support my business, Innovative Business Consultant on IG.
Yes.
My consulting business.
Yes. We don't need to improve no plan, baby. I'm out.
Oh.
Y'all put y'all peace signs in the chat.
Y'all messy on here.
We don't need to improve nothing, baby. Ain't no plan, baby.
But that's pretty much what Nesto was telling her.
Yeah.
He said you talk too much.
Yeah.
You need to shut up and listen.
Right.
Pretty much when I'm talking, shut your mouth.
Yes. Shut up.
Shut up. Yep.
And clearly she hasn't taken heed.
Nope.
She hasn't. But I hollered. I said, did this really say I'm going to get back with you? We're going to, let you know some few other things to work. I'm like, really? Like,
shout out to Queen Lily. She said she ain't worked for anybody since she was 21. I know that's right, Queen.
Yes, Queen. I know that's right. I know that's right.
They show out on you, Queen.
They will. They will show out on you. Miss MJ said he ran it down on the employee recommendation. Yes. And had the nurse say, I'm going to get back with you unless you know a few other things. But she asked for it. She asked for it. She said, let me know what's wrong with me. What are 2 things? And at first he couldn't believe she was asking. He was like, what? She was like, what's wrong with me? He was like, ain't nothing wrong with you. Like, what? So she is so insecure. And like, I know we laughing and kiki, but part of me, it just makes me like feel so emotional. Like, as women, especially as Black women, we just want to be loved and cared for and happy.
Seriousness, though, that was sad, y'all. That was sad.
We just want somebody that's consistent and holds us down. And that just care about us. And it's just so sad. Like, everybody sees the desperation in us.
That was sad, though.
Everybody makes money off of us. Our desperation, our perceived loneliness. That's why you got all these damn, excuse my French, it's real grown tonight. So if you're sensitive, please fast forward. Everybody is always trying to give Black women dating advice. You got all these false prophets on TikTok, Instagram, X, and Facebook. Ladies, here are 7 qualities you need to look for in a man. Ladies, here are 10 red flags you need to look for in a man. And these ninjas not married. They running games on women. Or if they are married, they're disrespectful, not honoring their covenant. But everybody is marketing towards Black women. You have these women doing wife schools. You have these non-Black women doing wife boot camps targeting Black women. Because everybody sees us as desperate and lonely and anxious to have a man. And they feel like they can make money off of our backs.
And like, we can't get married
and be happy.
And here go our beautiful sister Toya just got married.
Right. And I just feel like Sonya is one of those type of black women that those people on social media market to. That's why she's always parroting what she hears on Andrew Tate and other places about women and relationships. That's why you always hear her say how she doesn't believe in nagging a man. She doesn't believe in going through a man's phone. She believes in trusting a man, which is all fine and dandy. I get that. But I think she's saying it not from a place of maturity, but from a place of I'm not like them other women.
Yeah.
I'm better.
Yeah.
And I just, when she was talking and saying those things to her, Nesto, it just made me think of that. Like, dang, everybody see us as black women as being desperate and just thirsty for love and acceptance, and everybody want to try to, target us and use us to make money off of. Let me teach you how to get a man. Subscribe to this. Get in my boot camp. Join my Patreon. Join this. Join that. And I'll teach you. Buy my book. Do this. Do that. And it's like, damn, like.
And why is it that it's geared to black women? You don't never see anybody getting on the social media talking about let's help a white woman get a husband. White women, the percentage of white women getting married is this, and white women can't find a man, and white women are single. Why we don't hear that? Because they single too.
And they complain about dating in relationships.
Becky single?
Yes.
Becky single.
Yes, and they complain about the dating pool too. But I think the difference is with white women, it's more like classier and sexier. Because they write books to teach them how to get a man. They have dating coaches too.
Like, but it's Sex in the City.
It's more positive.
Y'all see how they made them girls look like it was okay to be single? Sex in the City.
And hoes. The white girlfriends. But on Girlfriends, we was always crying and whining. But on Sex in the City, they gave them more dignity when they whined. They weren't as down as out as we were. They gave them more dignity. That's the difference. They give them more dignity. It's not that we're different. Like, they don't go through the same issue we go through, because we all know men are men.
No matter what color.
No matter race, color, creed, or ethnicity. But the thing is, they give them more dignity and more grace. That's what it is. They get dignity and they get more grace. With us, we get shame. We get shamed. But white women going through the same thing. White men playing in their face too, not being honest, not want to settle down.
White,
but they don't.
The Indian. What about the Indian man out there on the phone?
They do. We do see them cheating. They cheat too. They be cheating too. But it's like they give them more grace. Whereas with black women, it's like they're quick to shame us, or if we talk about, not having somebody, they're quick to make us feel bad about that. Well, cause y'all too this. Now
y'all too aggressive.
Yeah, now y'all online crying. It's your fault.
Ain't got nobody. But the Caucasian women, they make it look like it's fun, or they just running around New York having a good time,
or they making TikTok, chronicling their dating life, and it's light and airy.
Yes.
When they complain, people have compassion, but when we complain, it's like, well, y'all have us got attitude. Y'all overweight. Y'all got big backs. Y'all this, y'all that.
Y'all don't know how to talk to nobody. Y'all walk around mad all the time. Y'all got a resting bitch face. Y'all this. White girls too. Okay.
But they go so hard on us when we talk about our dating woes, but they give them so much grace. And they're a lot more gentler and softer when they talk to them about dating.
Yes.
Whereas with black women, it's like, let me tell you, desperate, overweight, loud mouth, aggressive heifers, what you doing wrong.
So, so if you are not strong-minded and confident and secure in who you are, you will listen to society say all those stereotypes and put those stereotypes on you. So you go into a mindset of desperation. Society says black women are this, and we can't find a man, and if we don't do this, and we gotta act this way, and I just gotta get a man because there's a possibility that I won't have one by a certain age. Society has us thinking that, labeling us as black women to be in a stereotype position, but white women have the same disadvantages as we do.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are y'all doing documentaries on black women being single? White women are single too.
Yes.
Why y'all singling us out?
Yes.
Like, woe, the poor black woman can't get a man. When non-black women are crying and complaining about the very same thing.
And black
They
women
single
are
mothers
getting
too.
married. Like I said, Toya, shout out to black. I see it all the time.
All the time.
I follow a makeup artist. She's forever doing makeup for a black woman. She getting married. So that y'all don't let society tell you that we have a low rate of finding a mate because of this or because of that. It affects all races. Men are men. I'm telling you, men are men. Don't matter what color. Men are men. Okay? And if you think in that mindset that you aren't gonna get it, then that's what you're gonna manifest. Yes. Stop manifesting things that, like, things that you don't want. Don't do that. If you think in a low mindset, I know you say it all the time, a lack. If you think
scarcity mindset,
yes, then that's what you gonna get. That's what you gonna get. And don't let these people tell y'all that it ain't no men out there. I don't even want to sit around women who always find ain't no men, ain't got no men, they this, they that, I don't want to hear all that. Cause I see men around me all the time. All the time. Go to church. At the church we go, it's a lot of men.
You need to come on a trail with me because they was out there today.
They on the trail.
They on the trail. You need to come out there with me. You need to get your hokers and get on the trail with me.
So I need to put on my Lululemon.
You need to put on your Lululemon and your hokers because they on the trail, girl.
Okay, they on the trail.
I'm going. They on the trail.
Yeah, all right.
They on the trail side.
They everywhere, y'all.
Everywhere.
Men are everywhere. But you got to get out there, and you can't have that mindset you ain't gonna get one. Mm-hmm. But as black women, they have told us what the rate is of the percentage of us not. And so we think that. But Caucasian women don't think that. They go out to the bars. They go out to different functions. As a matter of fact, they start getting theirs while they in college. That's where the majority of them meet their men.
Mm-hmm. We did a video about that.
Yeah. Go back and watch the video.
Yep, the MRS degree. Y'all go back and watch that video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cross Country Cruise. See y'all on the trail.
They on the trail.
They on the walking trail.
They on the trail. Y'all get outside and get that walker jogging or ride your bike. They on the trail. They on the trail. I did my 6 miles today. They on the trail.
They on the trail.
They on the trail.
And she been going out there faithfully. Okay.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, period.
Okay.
But yes, that just makes me, Sonya has a scarcity mindset, bringing it back to her. She has a lack mindset. She has a scarcity mindset to think that Nesto is the best she can get. And it also, in all seriousness, it made me feel sad, even though she a hanky heifer, I don't trust her, but it still made me feel,
that was sad, y'all.
It made me feel sad when she was like, I just been through so much with men and I'm exhausted. I've been powed by an ex. Another ex tried to unalive me.
They want to cheat on
me. And I'm just exhausted. And I just got to the point where I didn't even care about dating anymore. It got to the point in my life where men would come up to me and I would tell them that I was a lesbian, or I would tell them that I was married, or just tell them anything just to get them out of my face because I just didn't want to be bothered. I just felt better off being single. I just felt like I was good, and I just felt like, what was the point of dating or trying to get to know somebody if I was just going to be powed or be abused or potentially them try to unalive me? So what was the point of dating? So I would just turn everybody away. And that was really disheartening to hear. Like she was really at a point in her life where she just felt exhausted by men and relationships, because she said she's never had a peaceful relationship. None of her relationships have ever gone smoothly for her. She's never had any peace. It's always been some drama, some trauma tied to her her relationship, and she just got tired. It was just like, F it. I just don't want to date nobody. Just leave me alone. No, I'm not interested. And that was sad. She doesn't think she can get better because of what she's been through. This is a woman that's given up on love, and in some ways, she's really given up on herself and her belief that she deserves more and deserves better.
And y'all, it's sad.
It's sad. This is the broken woman. Broken. And she talks about other women and talks about, content creators like Andrew Tate, and talking about women being damaged. But I think, y'all, she sees herself deep down as a damaged woman. I think when she talks negatively about other women, she's really talking about herself, how she feels about herself. I think she feels she's damaged.
Yeah, I think she does. And it's just
because why
sad.
else would you deal with somebody like that if you don't feel good about yourself in relationships? That's why you accepting the bare minimum.
It was almost like she was saying, what is wrong with me? What can I do better so you'll like me more, and so you'll accept me more? I want to make sure that I'm doing all the right things to get you and to keep you. That right there was what, I know we joke about it and we laugh about it, but that was pretty sad, y'all, to hear her say that. And we're not talking about a young woman. We're talking about an older woman. She's 56. She's 56. And you asking a man in jail, what can I do better to please you so you accept me? How can I improve? This is a man locked up that can't do nothing for you. But what can I do to better myself so you will accept me and validate me? Y'all, that's deep. That is deep. That is deep. That's deep. And my heart just, in that sense, that goes to show you that once again we said that something was wrong with Sonya, and so that's confirmation again that something is wrong with her. Something is definitely wrong with her. But that was a good point with Sex in the City and the other show. What was the other show?
Sex in the City compared to Girlfriends.
Compared
Sex in
to
the City is just a black version of Girlfriends.
Exactly.
And I felt like they were so honed in on making the black women look desperate, especially Joan Clayton, her character. But Sex in the City, they were just as desperate too.
Yeah. They were Sex in it. Yeah, they were.
And I felt like they had better quality of men to choose from too in Sex in the City versus Girlfriends. They was dating struggling actors, sex addicts, and all type of men.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I don't know if you all remember. If you all were on our live when I was talking about the Golden Bachelorette. So that's my show.
That on your channel too.
So I'm gonna start reviewing the Golden Bachelorette. It comes on ABC, and I love it because, of course, it's Gen X
and baby boomers.
Now, the lady that's on there now, she is a Caucasian woman, and I'm telling you, the selection of men that they gave her was superb. I mean, she really had a nice selection. Handsome men, all Caucasian, black, all of them were like A-list men from what they said. So if they were to get an African-American woman on that show, do you think they would give her the same pick, the same A-list pick of men?
Quality of men? I would be very concerned. I don't know if I would feel 100% confident that the producers would do so. I think they would come up with an excuse like they always do with some black women, especially on shows like Love is Blind. When is black women gonna learn to stay off that show? It don't never work out for us. But that's a topic for another day.
So why when we go on shows like that, we get the low
hanging fruit.
Yes.
We get the folks that got 1,000 issues going on. Even with the girl who what's the girl who did the first black bachelorette, excuse me, the first black bachelorette. Can't talk tonight, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So she recently just got a divorce. She married a white man from the show. He was a chiropractor. And when they got divorced, he asked for spousal support and got it because during the marriage, he stopped working. And post-divorce or during the divorce, he argued that he wanted to be able to maintain his lifestyle. So this man is a chiropractor. No, he was either a chiropractor or a physical therapist. One of those positions that are top earning. And he had the nerve to ask the black woman for spousal support, the black bachelorette, and he got it. and that was really sad because she's the first black woman.
Right.
Her relationship ends in a divorce, and now she got to pay this white man spousal support.
Right. And when I was watching the Golden Bachelorette, I was thinking, now they say it's hard for black women to find good men. They didn't have a hard time finding this Caucasian woman good men. I'm telling you, all 20. Yeah, we're going to talk about it on my channel. I'm going to review the Golden Bachelorette. I want you all to watch it. This is like I think the fourth episode coming on this week. And she's, out of all these men, she still is struggling like, I don't know if he's really here, if my next love is really here.
She overwhelmed with good options.
It's so many good, yes, it's so many good men that they have chose for this Caucasian woman it's just overwhelming for her. But my thought was, if that was a black woman, would we have those options? If I was to go on that show, would I have the same options?
For sure, because I'd be in the producers. It's like, no, he ain't got enough. No. Don't play with my mama like that. No. He can stay. Give me that one. She can date a little Puerto Rico. Keep him. Add him to the list. Yes. Because I would not let them play with my mama on national TV. Period.
So this woman is 58. Her pics are from ages to like 55 to 67.
Yeah.
So we're talking about mature men. We're talking about, this is the Gen X and baby boomers on here. So it's a great show. So I'm going to review it on my channel. Y'all watch it. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think, because this woman is like crying because she is so overwhelmed because she has so many good men to choose from. She has so many. And I'm like, what is the problem? And the name of my channel is It's Fee. It's IT''S.
Oh, Cash just put it in. Thank you so much,
Cass.
She just put the link to her channel. Thank you, Cass.
So I'm gonna review it. We're gonna talk about that, because now that Sammy said that about Sex in the City and about how they made it, everything look so plush for them, and then the black girls on the other show was like struggling.
Yes, Miss MJ. She crying about having the cream of the crop.
Yes.
No dusties. These are well-established men. They mentally and physically and emotionally stable for the most part. Quality men. These aren't any gestures. These are grown, balanced men. And they're a mixture. They're white, black, Asian, quality. Everybody's quality. Everybody does very well for themselves financially. All of them. Ain't nobody capping or lying about having that bag when they don't. But it's like seeing with the dating shows for the black women. It's like, what is going on?
What is going on?
It's like they trying to speak a spell over our lives. I really do feel that way. And unfortunately, we keep it going. We say it amongst ourselves. Look at Sonya. She don't think she could get better. That's why she was hunching on somebody else's husband at the time.
Yep.
And that's what she said. She was like, I just think, maybe should I, but maybe I should consider getting my own situation, not getting into a situation where, you know, somebody is already involved. Maybe I need to get my own situation where the person is not already involved with with someone else. Basically saying maybe I shouldn't be fooling around with somebody that's married. Maybe I should be with somebody that is single. Like me, and don't have something already going on. So she knows.
She knows.
Let me see. Simply Morgan said, but wouldn't it be based on the picking? Who's willing to participate in this on air dating? That's a fair point, Simply Morgans. I've heard some people say that certain, quality men, especially quality men of color, i.e. black men, majority, not all, but majority of them don't feel comfortable going on dating shows. Not the real solid grown for real ones. They don't want to go on dating shows because they don't want their business out there. And then on the flip side, it could be the woman's picker, right? People like to get on us about that.
Yeah.
So, that might be a part of it too, Simply Morgans. And maybe for the black women, like I think about shows like the Queen's Court on Peacock. So the Queen's Court is basically a reality TV show shot here in Atlanta, and they have 3 black female celebrities stay in a mansion in Atlanta, and it's a dating show. Each of the women, they get to date multiple men. But they meet the men in phases. So like in one phase, they meet 6 men. The next phase, another 6. The next phase, another 6. The next phase, another 6, and so forth. And then they date the men 6 at a time to see who they're most compatible with. And then once they decide who they like, who they don't like, they eliminate the ones they don't like. And then they keep dating the men, until eventually it's one black female celebrity to one man. And they decide if that man is their queen or not. So this is the second season. It's produced by Will Packer. And the host is Holly Robinson Peete and her husband, NFL Hall of Famer legend Rodney Peete. And they host the show. And so this season is Delicious, K. Michelle, and Lisa Ray. And they're dating multiple men to try to see who their king is. And at the end of the show, if they decide, that they want to leave with a gentleman, then they decide if they want to get engaged to the guy or if they just want to keep dating him seriously or not, to see if that queen has found her king. And I noticed that even on that show, that's how Tamar Braxton met her white man, JR. They were on the show the first season. Going back to Tamar and JR, even when the black women think that they're finding quality men on the show, it always ends up something coming out later on down the line, i.e. Tamar Braxton and JR. And so that goes back to your point, Simply Morgans, about a lot of times producers using the excuse that they can't find quality suitors for us. And it's a struggle. They literally have to pull men everywhere just to get a decent pool of men to come on the show and date the black female celebrities.
Okay, let me ask you this. And let me ask the good people this. When did we come up with all these dating shows and dating apps? Back in the day, you just went to a house party or a fish fry. Or you met somebody down at the church, or your cousin Etheline introduced you to Willie James. And y'all...
Cousin who? Cousin who? What's your cousin name?
Etheline.
And she introduced you to who?
Cousin Willie James.
Okay.
And y'all
Blue light in the basement.
Blue light, yes. You went to a house party. Blue light in the basement. You went to a fish fry at the church. You met him at the church. You went, you went to a little cookout. Or your cousin introduced you to the boy down the street. Like, for instance, the way my mama met my daddy. My mama met my daddy through somebody her sister was dating. They were friends. So her sister introduced my daddy to her, and they all would go out on double dates. It was like you met your mate through somebody else. Somebody introduced you. Where do we get all these dating apps? Why we just can't meet somebody at the fish fry or at the house party? What happened to that good old fashioned way of meeting people? What happened?
I don't know.
Now we got
technology.
We got 5 different dating apps. We got dating shows. We got people,
Jacqueline J standing on the wall in the basement waiting to be chosen.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Jacqueline, stand at the party standing on the wall, sweating your pressing curl out. You had got done earlier that day, waiting to be chose, hoping somebody come up and grab your hand.
Shay D said other people were around to vouch for potential mates, and that's huge, Shay.
Oh, that's
to have
a good
people screen the
point.
person that you dating, to say, hey, this is a good brother,
That's why I
this is a
wanted to
good
ask y'all,
sister.
y'all
I want you to get to
smart.
know them. That's a good point, Shay D. Cass said we used to be outside. Folks ain't outside like that anymore. Yeah. We become more reclusive.
Yes.
Don't want to go out. We have social media. We have the internet. We got DoorDash, Uber Eats, Walmart delivery, Kroger delivery, so we don't have to go outside like that anymore, especially with the pandemic.
Yes.
It's made it even worse. Let's see. Sport of King said, my girlfriend met her husband at a funeral.
Yeah, at funerals, any function. Like, I introduced my little cousin to her husband because I was dating his brother back in the day. It was just like if you knew somebody, you will hook them up. Well, who you dating? You got a friend? Yeah. Y'all go out on double dates, and like you said, at the parties, at the little dances. You know, what did we do without dating apps back in the day?
We went out, like Cass said.
We went
socialized.
out.
We went outside. Jacqueline J said, with your best outfit, ready to dance.
Yes, like in the summertime, I grew up in the Midwest. We would go to the beach.
Shout out to Gary, Indiana.
We would go to the beach, honey, and walk on the beach and hope some little boy would talk to us.
Trying to get chose.
Yeah, we would literally try to get chose. Standing up, hoping somebody would come up to us and talk to us. But now we got all these dating apps. You got the swipe.
Yep. All Things Joy says, stay off the dating apps, ladies. Miss MJ say, I do like the dating apps.
I love y'all.
Miss
Y'all my people.
All Things Joy says, stay off.
But Miss MJ says
I
she like them.
What is we gonna do, y'all?
What we gonna do, y'all?
Karen said, yep, or a girlfriend scouting club for you. LOL.
Yes.
Simply Morgan said, I introduced my coworker to my girlfriend, married 10 years.
Yes.
Yes, we still here, Queen Lily. Yes.
So it was like, back in the day, we could just go out and meet somebody and talk to somebody, or meet a mutual. I know a lot of people who got married through somebody introducing them to somebody, from back in the day. And now we got all these dating apps, we got to swipe, and
It's a lot.
Tell
about that Facebook dating.
Facebook dating is trash. Don't never do it. It's trash. Even the old men on there trash. Y'all, you got old men who still think they still got it on. Like they think you got 60-year-old men who still think that they got time to waste and play games. It was a lady on TikTok. She was 62. She said, I am done with the dating apps. Beautiful sister. She said, I'm done with the dating apps. She said, you know why? It's not because I don't like black men. She said, either they got high blood pressure, they are diabetic, and they got ED problems. She said, I'm done. This lady said, I'm done dating black men. So y'all, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But then you still have men out there with all them issues who think that they can still play games.
Never grow up, that Peter Pan syndrome.
And anytime you see a 67-year-old or 66-year-old man on a dating app, that's a red flag to me. That's a red flag.
They looking for love the way you looking for love.
That's a red flag to me.
Why they can't be on the app?
Because at that age, if you any type of man, you gonna be taken.
Y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button, y'all.
That's just my
hit the
opinion.
like button, double tap. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button below.
So I just say, you know what? To continue dating and to make have a variety of choices, I just gotta get out. I just gotta get out, and you have to get out, y'all. You can't. Naturally, I'm a homebody, and I can sit in the house all day as long as I got me something to eat. I'm pretty cool with chilling.
Hit the like button, y'all.
In the comforts of my home, because I have everything that I need. So, but you gotta get out. You gotta get out, and because the dating app thing, it ain't. I mean, I guess it's like you take your chances when you meet somebody out in the street,
yes,
but
you do.
You take your chances either way, but I guess you gotta pick your poison. But to me, when I see somebody like in their 60s, and I said, why you? And you ain't been married. You've been divorced. You were married for 12 years, but you've been divorced for 24 years. And
you telling that man business.
And you 66. So in 24 years, you ain't found.
Queen Lily say, I don't do dating apps or Facebook dating apps. Miss MJ said, I met 2 husbands. The last one was the best. He was on the dating app after his wife passed 4 months prior. Okay.
And Miss MJ said she liked the dating app.
And you know what? I like the way men don't stay down long with they don't need 2-3 years to heal. They ain't doing like Sonya telling people they're lesbian, they got somebody, or because they just don't want to be bothered. So I was telling people I was a lesbian, I was married, I was this, and I didn't have nobody at home. I didn't have nobody. I just didn't want to be bothered because I've been through so much. It was exhausting. Men like, I'm out there. And another thing, even when Sonya was trying to pour her heart out and talk about what she'd been through, the abuse and trauma, he was like, I know all that. Next subject. That
he didn't even want to hear it.
That would have been a red flag to me.
He didn't want to hear it.
That would have been a red flag to me. But Sonya, she talked about how older women are tired. They've been traumatized. They've been through stuff.
And she's the type of woman that
she said older women are exhausted. They going through a lot.
Y'all, life is gonna bring you. You live and you experience things, and life will bring you things. But that don't mean you just lay down and give up. Of course, you're gonna experience things in life. That's a part of life. But don't just give up and get into it. You gotta keep living. Okay? It's just like she has given up.
She has.
I'm just gonna take what I can take. I'm just gonna get what I can get. And this right here, Nesto is and she gotta be down bad. If Nesto is the only thing is her last hope, sister down bad.
You can't even cake with your man because there's ninjas in the background yelling, screaming, arguing over the TV.
She can't what?
You can't even cake on the phone with your man because there's ninjas in the background yelling and screaming while he trying to cake and talk to you on the phone. It's just ghetto. It's ghetto.
Yes.
Your ninja can't even hear you moan and groan and tell him you love him because he got a bunch of grown boys in the background yelling and screaming over the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then who gonna get the last Rice Krispie treats?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Shay D said, Facebook had me praying to the ancestors to get this man out my apartment. It got crazy quick. Oh, wow. Wow. We're glad you're okay, Shady. Wow.
And you have some of them on there. Now that you said that, Shady.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
Some of them on there.
Double tap the screen to like.
Can I come over? Where do you live? Y'all, it's... Be careful, y'all.
Queen Lily said, wait on the Lord. Queen Lily said, wait on the Lord, ladies. Wait on the Lord.
I love Mr. Quinn.
Miss MJ said, in reference to the lady on TikTok, so white men don't have those situations?
She said, I love my brothers. She said, I love my brothers. She say, but she say something be wrong with them. They have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and they have ED problems. And she ain't say nothing about the Caucasian men. But she said she done dating. She's 62. And what she said.
Queen Lily said, no, a friend told me they are looking for X on the apps and she no longer uses dating apps. All right, Miss MJ said,
yes.
Miss MJ said, that's a red flag. Shay D said, yes, Queen Lily, pretty much. Queen Lily said she tell him she married. Even though she not. So Queen Lily pulling a Sonya. She telling folks she married, she not married. Sport of King said Shirley is exhausted. Shay D said married to not being played with. That's for sure. Cass said, how about Nesto telling Sonya he wanted her to hear him get in Nesto's ASS? He ain't playing with them books, right? Yeah, that was just all talk. He wasn't gonna say nothing to Lamont. Yeah. That was just all talk.
Yeah.
He ain't no big dog like that.
Oh my God, he put a pistol out on you, Shay?
Wow. When I tried to break it out. Oh my gosh, Shay, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yes.
That is awful. Wow. He pulled a pow. That's awful. Queen Lily said she's down 1,000 in reference to Sonya. Yes. Cross Country Cruiser said be careful. Public places only. Yes. Miss MJ said, ladies, blur your address homes off the internet. Yes. There are certain apps you can use to take your personal information off. Queen Lily said they be cheating with the diabetes and high blood pressure. Sports of King said winter is coming, ladies. Fellas looking for a place to stay. We rebuke all hobosexuals.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a video on that too, y'all.
We have a video on that too.
Yes, we got a lot of good content.
Y'all go back. That video did pretty well. Hobosexuals. Sammy broke that down.
I'm gonna have to drop that in the community, man. We got a lot of good content. Yeah. And RIP to Wanda Smith, radio Atlanta legend, B103 station. RIP to Wanda Smith. She passed away, so just RIP to her. Let's see. We did a video about her and the Cat Williams situation about 6 years ago as well. So just want to give a moment for her. All right, so let's see. Queen Lily said, but if I see potential, I don't say I'm married. I know that's right.
I know that's my queen.
Queen Lily said, I'm married depending on who asking. My marital status depends on who asking. I get it, Queen Lily.
I get it too.
I get it. I do the same. I get it. She said, meaning if they have a nice bank account, I'm not married. Okay. Queen Lily is about her finding. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me.
Y'all make sure y'all follow Queen
without finance.
Y'all make sure y'all Queen Lily on
ain't nothing going on but the mortgage.
I love to hear Queen say your mama and your daddy didn't raise you right.
Hey, Queen Lily say ain't nothing going on but the rents.
She be over there wearing them Lego folks out.
Period said they be using that gas station by Agra about to stroke out on that stuff just to creep. Lord have mercy. Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
Glorious Love.
Yes. Hey. She said I had to give up on the dating apps myself. These men shaking my head.
Yes.
Yeah. Simply Morgans, they're alleged. Some people are alleging that it may have been of cancer, allegedly, but don't quote me on that.
Oh,
but
really?
that is the word, allegedly. So if anybody else knows definitively, let us know in the chat or in the replay. But that's what we're hearing, allegedly. Yes, let me see. She said, Queen Lily said, tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk still good is what I told Maggot today. I know that's right.
Queen,
hey,
give 'em
Bridget.
head.
Bridget said, I caught up all of your vlogs, Fifi.
Thank
all right.
you. Thank you, Bridget.
Yeah, so Sonya said older women are tired. She said, we tired of the dating apps. We tired. And she said the reason why young women, us young girls, are so appealing to the older men is because they haven't been through as much.
Mm-hmm.
But as a young woman, she had been through a lot. So we know that's not true.
That's not true.
But Sonya feel like a lot of older women are exhausted because she is exhausted.
Yeah.
So she's
And that's
just
not
tired.
True. That's
she's tired.
That's her burden.
Yeah. But it's like she's a glutton for punishment because you keep saying you're exhausted,
But
you
keep going back.
But you keep attracting and entertaining situations that leave you perpetually exhausted. It's like a vicious cycle that she's in. And you saying how you exhausted, you've been through so much, but then you get with a ninja like Ernesto who gonna leave you even more exhausted than you were prior. You know what I'm saying? So how tired are you really?
Right.
He ain't no better. He ain't no better. Yes, thank you, Cass, for linking her channel. Yes, if y'all want to subscribe to Fifi's channel,
Thank you, Cass.
the link is in the chat. We'll also put it in the description box for the replay game. Okay, now continuing on with Sonya and her soapbox about how hard it is for her to find somebody, how she's been through a lot. We all have been through things. We get it. What did you think when she told Ernesto that men be hitting on her, and how Ernesto said that she could get a lot of men to sponsor her business just based off of her look,
The way she looked.
and she was like, you sound like a pimp. He was like, no, I'm not trying to be a pimp. I'm just saying because of how you look, you could find men that can support, you know, your business ideas and help fund your business plans because of the way you look. You know, you're so attractive, you know, and the way you carry yourself, you can find that. And then she was telling him a story. I think she was lying. She was telling him a story.
Trying to make him jealous. He
Yeah,
don't care.
I think she was lying when she told him the story how when she was working, her boss at the time, when they went out to dinner one weekend, he told her that another colleague or business colleague of theirs was only inquiring about her further because they were interested in her. And how when there was a storm, I guess in Florida, he had reached out to her and asked her if she was okay and if she needed anything. And her boss was like, the only reason he did that was because he likes you. And he's trying to see what's up with you. And she was like, I didn't even think of that. I just thought that he really was just reaching out for business intenses, you know, for the intent of doing business. I didn't think he wanted me. And then Nesto was like, you playing green. She was like, no, I was green. I really didn't think he liked me like that. Like, I thought it was just about business. He was like, you know they like you.
Even Nesto know.
Yeah.
They, like Cass said, they both be lying. They just be lying to each other.
Yeah, I thought she was lying. Like, basically, like, you know, she runs into that a lot in her professional career where men are always hitting on her. And a lot of times she's just oblivious to it. And she's thinking that they're coming to her with the intention of doing business. But it's not until it's being pointed out to her by somebody else that, oh, the men are actually interested in her romantically. I'm like, if you got the ninjas like that, why you with this one? If you dealing with ninjas that got that bag, they got the money, give me my money. Why are you entertaining him? Okay?
Yeah. Sonya.
Because the girls that's really attracting them, they not dealing with no ninjas that's locked up and can't do nothing. They dealing with the men that got that bag.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Especially if you in a major city like Atlanta, if you really about it and you getting the attention like that, and you really able to experience, you know, a dating at a certain caliber, you're not going to entertain some ninja that's locked up. I'm like, if you got so many options, why would you settle for this dude?
Yep.
If it's like that.
Yep.
But I think he just be hyping her up. But
yeah,
I don't know. Queen Lily said, Atlanta men like meat on your bones. Sonya ain't it. But she would do really well with them YT men.
I don't even think she'll do well with them.
I think she would do well with them YT men, y'all. Them white men. I think she would do well because she's so thin. And they tend to like their women thinner.
Okay.
I think so.
You got any Caucasian men in the chat?
Are there any Caucasian men in the chat that would like to step up and add their 2 cents? We welcome everybody. It's inclusive, long as you stay respectful. But let us know, YT men. Do y'all like them thicker than a Snickers? Or do you like them petite and demure and skinny and thin? Because I think she would do great with the YT men. She's petite and tiny. She's tiny.
Okay.
When Lily said, white men be hollering at me with meat on the bones. I know that's right.
Okay.
Before you know, said, I'm half and I like them thick. Okay.
Okay, so we got somebody say
he half white. He like them thick.
And he like them thick.
Okay.
And in Atlanta, more than likely, you gonna get them thick.
You gonna get them thick.
You gonna get them thick
You
in
gonna get
the
them thick.
ATL,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. If you come down here, the goods is thick.
The goods is thick.
All right, let's talk about another lie that Sonya said. Sonya talked about how the ex that pow-powed her back in the 90s, before he was unalive in a retaliation situation, he was going around the streets saying that allegedly Sonya set him up to be pow-powed. And Sonya was telling Nesto that story, and she told Nesto, she said, I come from money. I don't need to set anybody up. She said her ex that pow-powed her was going around the streets saying she had set him up to get pow-powed. She said, that's a lie. I come from money. I don't need to do stuff like that. What did you think about that? Y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button, y'all. Double tap the screen, or in the upper right hand corner there are 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots and hit the like button. If you're watching the replay, hit the like button.
I think every opportunity she gets, she wants to remind us that she come from money.
He said she set him up to get pow-pow.
I don't know the situation. The situation that she had going on with her getting pow-pow, the ex getting pow-pow, I think even though she had money,
she come from money.
She was still doing stuff out in the street. I don't understand a person that come from money was still doing things out in the street they shouldn't have been doing.
That's what Nesto said. He said, but you got to remember, it's a lot of people who come from money, but they still attracted to that street lifestyle. Yeah. The excitement, I guess.
That's what I don't understand. If you come from money, why are you engaging in that hood street life? Why?
I guess bored. Chuck not watching them. Got too much time on their hands.
Because she even said that they would sneak out the house, and they would, when Chuck when they had a nanny.
After the mama left.
Yeah, they would manipulate the nanny to leave out the house and to do things they shouldn't be doing. Why? So just because you come from money don't mean that you wouldn't engage in some stuff that's not right. Even Nesto knew that. Every now and then, Nesto get a little common sense. It ain't quite often, but every now and then he'll get a little sprinkle of common sense to put on her.
I gagged when she said, I come from money.
Rich girl. Yeah, like she just a rich girl from the Midwest.
I mean,
from Ohio.
Her dad did very well for himself. He did. We ain't gonna downplay that black man.
Y'all, the rich in the Midwest is different from the rich in Cali somewhere. That's two different. The rich in the Midwest is back then in the 90s. That wasn't a lot. It didn't take a lot for you to be rich.
She's giving me upper middle class teas.
Come on, she was from Ohio, the Midwest, in the 90s.
She came from money. That's what she said.
Hell, I could say I came from money. My daddy worked in the steel mill, made good money.
And owned apartment buildings.
And owned property.
Collecting rent from the tenants. Apartment buildings.
I drove Cadillacs to high school when I was in high school. So I could say I came from money.
Upper middle class.
I mean,
suburban black girl.
Being from Indiana, Ohio, back then in the 90s, it didn't take much. Come on now. Come on, Sonya. Yes. Different from, yes. It's a different rich from back then. Sonya full of it.
All right. She said she come from money, y'all. I get, hey, her dad was a pillar in the community. He did a lot of great things for the community. Construction, that's good money.
I won't take that from her dad.
We won't take that from her daddy. Yeah, that was, trendsetter. Yeah, going into unprecedented territory, especially being a black man back then, trying to get into construction. I can only imagine what he had to go up against. So, all right. Well, on that note, we ain't gonna hold y'all much longer, but I want to talk about this Pastor Keion Henderson.
You got
Shaunie O'Neal new husband. Shaunie O'Neal, if y'all don't know, she is the ex-wife of the Shaquille O'Neal, NBA legend. And Pastor Keion is her new husband. They've been married for a few years now. They reside in Houston. Her husband, Pastor Keion, is obviously a pastor of a mega church in the Houston area. And he has been going viral these past few years for a lot of his controversial viewpoints. Whether he's shushing a parishioner during praise and worship, or denouncing traditional African religions like voodoo, or chastising his parishioners and telling them it's basically pointless to give to the poor because people are always going to be poor, and that when you give to the poor you help them but you don't really multiply. It doesn't really get paid forward. You help that poor person in the moment, but your money stops there. You don't really get blessed the same way you would if you give to him in his church.
When the Bible say,
Keion Henderson
did not feed you when you were hungry, did not clothe you when you were clothesless. That's a scripture, and that's a pastor. Even Jesus Christ fed the hungry. Help the hungry, the less fortunate. That's why you got to know the Lord for yourself and read your Bible.
Yeah. He said prosperity and wealth doesn't lie in helping the poor. It lies in tithing and giving back into the church. If you want to see your money multiply, you got to tithe and give into the church. If you want to experience prosperity and wealth, give to the church. You give to the poor, it doesn't multiply. It helps them for that time being, but that's it. You don't get blessed the same way you would tithing.
False prophets. You gotta watch and follow.
What do y'all think about that? For those of you all who are familiar with the story,
shame on
or
him.
Just those of you all who have gone to church, whether you're spiritual or religious, what do you think of that? Even if you're not religious, just what do you think about that?
So you mean to tell me that church don't have a ministry where they help feed the hungry? That big old church don't give back to the community, the less fortunate at all. Wow. That when I heard him say that, and and the following that man has over there. Now, when he said that, everybody should have got up out of that church and walked out.
Well, in one of the clips, you could hear somebody in the background saying, "What? Like what? Did you just say that?"
Everybody should have got up and walked out of that church when that man said that. You got to watch who you let lead you. He ought to be ashamed of himself.
And Pastor Keion is putting a call to action. A few weeks ago, he put out a call to action. He said God gave him a vision and told him to put out the call for 2,100 people to give $2,100 each in efforts to go towards their church fund. Their church experienced some damage during one of the storms in Houston. And he said they can't wait on insurance. They need to get this church back up and where it needs to be now. He said the church prior to the storm was in overflow. The parking lot was abysmal. They were so packed they couldn't accommodate everybody. So he's saying that the reason he's putting out the call to action for people to give and tithe and donate to the church is so they can expand the church. So that way they can allow more of God's children to come into the church and receive the word. He said he want to double the size of the sanctuary so more people can come in and get the word and get this knowledge and this food that is coming from God through him.
Straight pimping.
So that's why he need and a $1,400 blouse. He was preaching this. He had on a $1,400 shirt. I'm being messy calling it a blouse, but a $1,400 shirt. I said, baby, you can return that shirt. There you go, your first 21. Get you toward at least halfway towards the 2,100. Return that shirt.
And he's a protege of TD
Jakes. Not James, Jakes. Whoever put that in the comment with your shade is.
Yep. Yep.
What do you think about that? Anybody live in the Houston area? Toya, if you still in the chat. Have you been to Pastor Keion's church? Toya, if you still in the chat. What do y'all think about that? More people, more money. Yeah, that's why he wants to expand the church.
So he
don't want to wait on the insurance policy.
So he gonna get the insurance money and then he gonna get some money from the congregation.
He want the congregation. He say insurance gonna take too long. He don't really want that. He want the people to give him the money. He say, if I've ever poured into you, if you ever been blessed by the sound of my voice, my sermons, I'm asking that you please sow a seed.
And Shaunie ought to be shaming herself too, because that's her husband.
I'm looking at Shaunie.
I'm looking at her side eye too.
Side eye. And shout outs to attorney Simone Redwine, aka Girl Is That Legal on YouTube. Y'all check out her YouTube channel. She did a background check on Pastor Keion, and it was revealed that their marital home is actually a home that Shaunie had. It's in her name that she had prior to their marriage. So he doesn't own his own home. Their home that they live in together, their marital home is in her name.
So Shaunie is added to the list, Lessons in Love. Here go another black woman that is down with a black man with some foolishness.
And the church that he wants to expand, he purchased it back in 2019 for like $5.4 million. So if he don't get the money from the church, is he gonna try to finesse it and get it out of Shaunie? Or maybe that's why he's going so hard to put it on his church members to give him the money, because Shaunie already told him hell no.
Shaunie, he and drain Shaunie dry. We don't know what he got Shaunie wrapped up in.
She said, no, you're not finna spend Shaq money. Shaq money's for me and my kids.
I'm hoping that's what she's saying.
Because Shaq say as long as he got it, Shaunie got it. Even though she put out in her book she never really loved him, he say he understands, there's no hard feelings. He say he always gonna make sure Shaunie good, because that's the mother of his children.
And that's the way it should be. That's what real men do. Because you know why? Real men know if the mother of their children is not right, then their children aren't gonna be right.
Double tap the screen, y'all.
So
Hit the like button.
real men think like that. It's the ones that ain't got good sense, want to upset and aggravate and be petty with the mama. And all the time, if you hurt the mama, you hurting the children.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Shaq for that. I respect him for that. And it's probably a little bit of guilt for all he did too.
Because he done dogged out so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this pastor is out here.
He's something else.
Scheming allegedly. And you know what? The congregation. Is this congregation young people? Because I know ain't no old folks sitting up in there with that.
I think they fairly young.
They gotta be young and don't read their Bible. You got to read your Bible. Okay, y'all.
So do you? And to me, it seems like his intentions are not pure. He's looking to become one of those mega pastors. And to me, I'm kind of side on his intentions of marrying Shaunie. Did he marry her because he really loved her, had chemistry, or did he marry her because
around in a Rolls Royce?
He thinks that, you know, this is more clout. And let's be for real, I didn't really know who the ninja was until he got with Shaunie.
I never heard of him until he got with Shaunie. The ministry just blew up off of Shaunie.
And then him being able to get connected with TD Jakes, more exposure there. But mainly I know him because of Shaunie. So this is going to be...
All of a sudden, he got this big mega church. Where he come from?
And it's growing so much that he needs to expand. He needs to double the size of the sanctuary because the parking lot just packed. People can barely get in to receive the word. Bridget said, can't be any Sister Geraldines in that congregation, Fifi. Toya, if you
Geraldines in that, baby.
Toya, if you still in here, or if you watch the replay, Toya, let us know. Are you familiar with Pastor Keion's church?
It gotta be some young people in there that listening, because he hooping and hollering and saying something that's touching them emotionally, and they think that he's saying the word. Because he preying on their emotions. He probably don't read no scripture from the Bible. He probably don't even have the Bible in front of him when he preaching. He couldn't have said something like that. That's what Jesus Christ was about.
He said, damn the poor people.
Taking care of the less than.
Your money not going far when you give into the poor people. You need to tithe and put it back in the church where you can see it being multiplied. When you give to the poor, it just help them that one time, but you don't really get the blessings.
You
don't reverberate the same way they do when you tithe into the church. It don't hit the same. Y'all like this video, double tap the screen. In the upper right hand corner, there are 3 dots. Hit the like button. He said it don't hit the same. So I'm going to be really curious to see how things turn out. And another thing about him too, he's very honorary. I noticed that. Like when he went viral earlier this year for shushing that parishioner during praise and worship when she was speaking in tongues, and he got backlash, he was real like, yeah, I said it. I'm not apologizing. And so what? And then it wasn't until he got further criticism and maybe people that he admires like TD Jakes and them said something, then he started crying and apologizing. But initially he was like, no, I said what I said. Like, and what's up? So that's another thing that kind of turned me off about him. Like, it's giving false prophet vibes. You gotta watch him.
You gotta watch him. We in times where false prophets will be revealed. So you gotta watch.
And you know, I see why that turns some people off from the church. Why, you know, people like that is what contribute to church hurt. Where people get turned off and being around false prophets, and they just like, they turned off from church and religion. They shouldn't use that as excuse because they should have their own relationship with God and not let man intervene. But I understand. Karen said, I went to church and the pastor said, hold up your money so God can see it. Then said, put it in God's plate. I said, we out. Queen Lily said, him and Shaunie will not last. He will take her money. I think she might want to get out while she ahead. I know she want to be married. She want to be with a man that she attracted to, that's decent. But I think she need to get out while she ahead.
And I like Shaunie. Even though, you know, I think that she starts a lot of mess over there with the basketball wives.
She do.
And hides her hand.
And I hate the way they picked on OG that season of Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
That one cool.
But yeah,
y'all. So that's our thoughts on Pastor Keion. We hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. That's all we got. We ain't got no more. We may come back and do a pop-up show tomorrow. So just TBD,
right.
to
God
be determined.
knows what you got.
God knows what you got, Reggie. Yes. So yes, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed this live. We had a great time tonight. If you haven't already, please like this video, share. Also, we have Sam, Nicole, and Fifi merch description box. The link to it is in our description box. Also, we're on all social media platforms: X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So please make sure you like us on all those platforms.
And we voting for Kamala over here.
Yes. Kamala.
Kamala over here. Early voting in Georgia, October 15th.
Yes, get out and exercise your right to vote. All right, on that note, we'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all. Hit the like button on your way out. Replay game. Hit the like button. Share our content. Thanks, y'all. Peace out.
Appreciate you.
Love you.
Thanks to our moms.
Love you. Thank you, Cass. Thank you, Toya.
Cass.
Thank you to all our moms. Thank you, Glorious
appreciate
Love.
you
We
all.
appreciate it. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Have a great night.
Bye.